So, the Wi-Fi crashed. Oh my God. So, this is the second half. And the Wi-Fi crashed. So, this is probably not going to be a very good stream. Hello.
Wait, I'm looking at it. Alright, we're laggy, but we're good. The audio's good.
All right.
All right, so just don't move too much.
Everybody sit completely still.
I'm going to keep my drink in my hand. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm going to have it here.
There we go. I'm going to be Drax. I can move
You'll be like,
slow that
hey
I'm
guys.
undetectable.
Oh, goodness. So, hello again. I'm actually got a personal hotspot on my phone, and we're streaming off of that. So, on an LTE network. So, it's a little bit kind of wonky. So bear with me. The sound should be good. So we already went through all the pictures, which was great. So we don't have any other graphics for that. So we'll just be mostly audio at this point. So we went to the Pharmacy Museum, and that was pretty cool. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the folklore associated. Some of the tools are absolutely frightening. I would just say I felt like I was walking into some kind of Saw type of setup where it looks like should I play a game? It's like, oh, it could have been like an escape room, It could be like an escape room, and somebody just starts busting out all the bone saws and the brain drills and the massive forceps. They had this thing.
Oh, the baby puller.
That
Wait, the what?
Baby puller forceps.
Yes, they have.
Because apparently clamping onto the head of an infant that's being birthed is totally acceptable in the 1800s.
That sounds safe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And then don't forget the thing that they put in ladies that stretched open their vagina like this wide.
Yeah, that thing looked like a curling iron.
It was this wide, and I'm like, how did they get that in there without?
Did they call it Ron Jeremy?
That's the width, not even the length. And I'm like, if I saw that coming at me, I'd be like, is this really necessary? And it was just to hold the vaginal pathway open so they could go in. Now they use the duckbill thing for obstetrics. The thing that looks like Donald Duck. And then they put that in there, and then they open you up. So demonetized. This is science.
I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
You said Ron Jeremy. There's nothing wrong with
I
those
didn't say
words.
anything else. I was good.
Yeah,
I was good.
so
I'm watching language.
It was the 1800s, so it probably would have been Ronald Jeremy.
Yes.
Ronald.
Or Ronald Jeremias.
Yes.
Yeah, Jeremias.
Yes.
Yeah. Ronald Jeremias is the name of this vaginal opener. It was. Do you think it was probably stainless steel? So I was like, hopefully they warmed it first.
Oh, that's the sad part. They didn't have stainless steel yet.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So that thing was just polished iron.
It was silver though.
Well, it might have been silver clad.
Okay.
I mean, silver is used to treat wounds still, even after surgery today. So it could have
Yeah,
very
well,
actually been smitted, been
Yeah.
That
silver.
sounds so dangerous.
I'm so glad I don't live in the 1800s and having to have a baby. Because I don't want to sit on any kind of thing that I saw today.
Or getting a splinter in your leg and having to get a bone saw taken to it.
Oh, God. So, it's a bit crazy.
Like, I tripped over a rock. They're going to cut my leg off.
That is probably entirely
It's kind of like
true.
health insurance in the U.S. right now, but,
That's a whole other topic.
That is true.
That's a whole other topic. So Monty, since Monty lives in New Orleans, if you didn't already know,
Yes.
he does live out this way. So we were going to touch on a bit about Dr. Dupas and how he supposedly had purchased the pharmacy from Dr. DeFilho.
Yes.
And there was rumors that he actually performed experimentation on pregnant slaves, African American ladies. And so what my understanding is that that's being conflated with other things that were happening throughout Louisiana with the eugenics type of movement. So what do you got on that, man?
What do I have on that? I don't know that I have anything. I read and prepared today, but my brain is clouded from booze.
With the drink called the pharmacist,
Yes,
because they
yes.
just literally threw stuff together. For
Yes,
like,
this is all I
that's
drink,
how they
and all I've drank today. And see, I'm losing words. You can't taste the alcohol in this.
It's quite
Oh,
dangerous. Yeah. So.
And this is the third one, and I'm normally not this cheap of a drunk. But
Oh,
no,
my goodness.
you might have to help me with details, but what I read was insane, and I'm blanking on names now.
That's okay. I can look it up. Well, no, I can't on my phone because I'm running it for this.
Nope, no Wi-Fi. Never mind. I brought a laptop. All right, and I was prepared.
It's okay.
What am I
That's
looking
okay. Well, oh gosh, I can't send you what I sent him because my phone is running the stream now.
I can send you what she sent me.
Yes.
So there we go.
All right.
Mel,
Okay.
be
so
sciencey.
Be sciencey. So there was a bunch of different human experiments that were going on, particularly with African American women as well as African American males for eugenics.
Yes.
And with eugenics, essentially, it was a type of racial cleansing to where they would sterilize women to where they couldn't have children.
Yeah.
And so this is a movement that was mostly done by white doctors.
But the thing I saw was it didn't start as I was reading through and looking at this, it didn't start as just targeting African Americans.
Right.
Like
It
it
was
started
poor
by
people.
targeting the poor.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was the thing that kind of
Yeah.
stood out. That was the main thing that stood out to me because I hate to be the black man that cried racism. So let me look at it objectively.
Right.
It started out targeting the poor. It ended up being all about black people.
Right.
Which to me makes it worse.
Right. Right. Yeah, so it was a way for them to essentially just get rid of poor people.
I'm going to send it to you on Twitter.
Okay,
There we go.
which is pretty interesting because
I have
even
you there.
today we still find that there's different types of practicing within society as a means to get rid of poor people. One thing that I believe Utah does is that if they have any homeless people, they will actually buy them a bus ticket to go anywhere they want to as long as they don't come back to Utah. That's why Utah actually has a very low homeless rate because they
Yep.
don't have to deal with it. And so a lot of them, the closest place that they can think of is
It's
Las
easier if you
Vegas.
type it.
So one place that they go is Las Vegas. So there's a huge amount of homeless people that end up in Las Vegas, which is pretty freaking close to Utah. But that's how Utah has kind of dealt with that.
Interesting.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the thing
That's
that
why I
learned.
love when Mel comes to visit. I always learn stuff.
Utah, yeah, they ship people off. At least that's what was going on when I lived in Vegas, and that was 2004, unless they've changed. That was 14 years ago. Or 15 years ago.
Wow.
I lived in Vegas.
See, and I had a thought to go with that, but this, what do you call this cocktail again?
It's called the pharmacist.
The pharmacist.
It's called the pharmacist. Yeah.
The pharmacist will, see, and I'm trying to clean my language up, because this is a science channel. This is ScientistMel. I'm trying to, I had a phrase in mind, but it doesn't quite work.
It's okay.
Okay. Did you just want this pulled up so they?
Yeah, so you can like read.
Yeah, so we can reference it.
So
That's
I
it.
did
Well,
send-
I could have pulled it up here. I can do that.
Oh yeah, it was a laptop issue. That
Yeah,
was.
yeah. See, you've drank so much too.
Yeah.
Mel might need it.
Here you go, Mel.
All right, so the eugenics project. So there was a eugenics project in Louisiana. It didn't result in known sterilizations of mentally ill and those who are considered feeble-minded or other groups. So there was a whole lot of people, especially they went after those that were poor, that were considered mentally ill. There was like feeble-minded. So it's extremely one-sided. And so it's like, who gets to decide, oh, this person we don't think is so bright. Let's make certain they can't have babies.
Yeah. And that is creepy.
And can you imagine the current administration?
Oh, God.
I can't imagine the current administration trying to do this.
Trying to do something like this. So like,
framing it as, it's okay. We're making America great again.
I mean, we're making America great again. Let's do that with transgender.
If they didn't want us to screw with them, they shouldn't have came here illegally.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God.
Or they shouldn't have lived here and been poor.
Yeah.
So
they shouldn't have fought for this country and then been discarded as waste.
Exactly.
It's sickening.
All right, so there was passage of laws associated with this. And so one law passed in Louisiana, and I'm getting this from uvm.edu.
Yes.
And so that's a really good website. You can go check it out. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due, uvm.edu. They talk about a law that was passed in Louisiana with the eugenics movement, and it essentially covered anyone, though not mentally ill, who suffered an inborn mental defect. So, and this is a quote part of the law, so pronounced that he is incapable of managing himself and his affairs or being taught to do so, and requires supervision, control, and care for his own welfare or the welfare of others or for the welfare of the community. So if somebody said, that person can't take care of themselves, we can't teach them how to take care of themselves. Let's make certain they can't have children. So this is a thing that was going on all over freaking Louisiana, and it was legal.
Yeah, and all the rules for what made you that way seem like there's so many categories that at the end of the day it's just completely arbitrary. You can just go, this guy, and go, look, you're wearing a hoodie inside. No, this guy can't take care of himself. Why would he do that?
You know. Out where I live, there's a mall, and if you wear a hoodie, they kick you out.
That's bullshit too.
That's ridiculous.
But see, there was recently some women that went through wearing hoodies in the mall. They were not kicked out. They were trying to prove a point. It was mostly targeted towards African American dudes that were wearing hoodies, and they were like, "Oh, he's wearing a hoodie. We got to kick him out." But a bunch of white girls that probably named Becky walking around they tried to prove a point. They were like, "Look, we were in hoodies the whole time. You guys didn't kick us out. Why?"
Some Beckys and Karens.
Yeah, Beckys and Karens.
One thing that I always wonder: why does no one ever sit down and call Elon Musk an African American?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I never thought about it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow.
I'm just saying.
That's amazing. I love you. Yeah. My beep. We're on ScientistMel channel. This isn't the Monty show. I gotta watch that
Your
word.
Your mind just went
yes.
all over.
Just gone.
It's just,
oh my god!
It's just expanded into it's become like a gas. It's expanded with the heat of the moment and filled this room with it. Awesome.
Wow, I'm hung up on this now.
Oh my goodness!
You did to me?
So with this particular passage of this law, okay, the groups that they were mostly targeted were mainly poor white people. All right? And so it starts there. It always starts there with the poor white people.
Yep.
And so there are people, if they were insane, if they were criminal, if they were consumptive, scorbutic, syphilic.
Consumptive, that would be us right now. Right.
Well, if you have consumption back then, that would be like tuberculosis, where you're coughing.
All right.
Yeah.
See, that's why I asked. I was wondering what some of these words mean.
I was kind of assuming that was in reference to being a substance abuser of some sort.
Yeah. Well, we learn things.
Yeah.
Syphilitic. Also, did you know you could?
That was I mentally blocked that part of the museum out. No.
You can get syphilis in your nose, guys.
Oh.
We learned that today. It's like, I think the quote of the day is, "Don't get syphilis in your nose."
Oh.
Yeah.
You can get syphilis in your nose. And so part of the pharmacy museum...
it used to be a big issue, apparently, in the 1800s.
People lost their face.
Wow.
There's something called congenital syphilis of the nose. Congenital means it shows up when you're born, which means it passed on from mother to child. So the mother had syphilis, passed it on to her child as she was giving birth. It caused the kid to not have a nose. The nose was gone.
Wow.
And you can get syphilis on your nose to where it eats your face.
The doctor's like, sorry, sir, we're going to have to remove your face.
And then... it's like... And then they showed like there was some kind of... They used to do...
the worst parody of Face Off in the world.
Are you putting a new one on? No, this is the 1800s. We can't do that. What do you think this is?
We're just taking it off.
Yeah. What do you think this is? A John Woo movie? Who's John Woo? I
don't know. What's a movie? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. William Shockley was a proponent of eugenics and sterilization of low IQ people. Yes, I believe that. So it's weird. So if you go to the pharmacy museum, you will see a whole section just on the syphilis of the nose. And then apparently they use something called the India treatment of rhinoplasty, where they take part of your forehead, they cut out a piece of your forehead and form a nose out of it. Like, because, that's somehow better. Let me remove part of your forehead to make a nose. And then we just have this massive whatever. They never talk about how they fill it in.
Here's another random question.
Mm-hmm.
When humans finally actually make rhinoceroses extinct, are we going to rename rhinoplasty something else?
Good question.
Well, rhinoplasty, that was rhinitis. That comes from the nose. So, everything is...
One of us has to be on and can't just buy it, can't play into the stupid question.
Okay, so that was meant to be a joke.
So, look, here it is.
Right over my head.
This is a good response to there are no stupid questions. There are when someone's just fucking with you.
Yes.
Messing with you.
It's okay.
There are stupid questions when they're done on purpose.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm sorry. You should have known this was coming. And I didn't know you were this fun. You're a badass.
Well, thank
you. And here I'm I'm totally deadly serious this whole time. And it's
you're killing it. You're doing your job.
I'm trying.
You're still the smart one in the room right now.
Yes,
I guess so. I don't know. Andy, I took Andy to the aquarium today, and we were talking about the tensile strength of the acrylic in the freaking aquarium. It's like, why is it thicker in the middle? We still don't know why they decided to make it thicker in the middle instead of the bottom. It doesn't make sense. And so it's a mystery. So,
wait, what was thicker in the middle? What?
The acrylic shielding for one of the tanks, it was thinned at the top and the bottom as opposed to just at the top where... I'm trying to figure that one out. It should be a consistent tapering thickness or on some sort of a sine curve, but...
Yeah.
See, it looked like it was a curve. Maybe it was bowing out towards...
Or it could have been an optical illusion as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Staring through acrylic and water has a tendency to make things look different.
Or there's some smart fish planning an escape and they've been chipping away at it.
This is true.
You never know.
Yeah.
It was in the oil derrick mock-up, so,
Yeah.
Somebody call Arthur
They
Curry.
might have had BP come in there and dump a little bit of crude in that tank, and it's just kind of dissolving away at the bottom of the acrylic.
Yeah, so it's weird. So it's all right. So Andy's an engineer, if you didn't already know. Monty's a really awesome artist. He actually designed my original, my original thing, which is like almost 2 years ago.
This is my first show with you. This is awesome.
Yeah, no.
You kick ass.
Yes. You need to come on the shit show, too. Like, we're going to take you on.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Do go check out Hannibal and Monty's shit show. I have a weekly thing. I think they're doing Nickelback.
Yes.
Next week.
You're back. No, the week after next.
Week after
next. Next week is the Golden Turd Awards. So,
yes. And so I do a weekly thing for them. Every week I post I give them like a little 3-minute video about something they're supposed to. So guys, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but something really awesome is going to be for the Nickelback video.
Yes.
It'll be very
indeed.
educational.
Yeah. And she does the thing where she comes in and she lays out everything, and I'll give her ridiculous ideas and she's like, no, I'm going to do this thing because this is good information. And it always is. And then she's the palate cleanser before we devolve into what keeps happening here. Which is why I love having Mel at the beginning of our shows.
He's always like, you just class up the joint.
Yeah, she classes it up for us to come in and tear it up.
Oh, that's still, it's like, so the last time I was in NOLA, I was with, Dragnaut has changed.
Yes.
Last time I was in NOLA, Dragnaut was here, and we were talking about the science of venom. And so we went to the Hot 10. This just tells you. So the Hot 10 is a sky bar at the Pontchartrain Hotel, which is uber freaking posh. And so I'm standing there, I'm all dressed up. Monty is awesome. He's got his dreadlocks, and he's got like his t-shirt and his shorts. And we're like standing there, they're gonna let us go straight up to the bar because we're staying there. And then they go, and they're like, okay. They're there, and they're like, okay. And I'm like, oh, well, we're going to go up. And then they look at Monty, and they're like, and it was like, I'm with her. I'm like, he's with me. It's like, yes, I'm going to use my white privilege to help my brother up here.
And I kept joking, messing with Drag. I was like, I should do something really crazy because I got the Mel card to play. He's like, just make sure I'm far away from you when you do it. Come on.
It's like Monty and Drag are about the same height, and Drag is he's like this huge, guy.
Yeah.
It's like these two huge black dudes, a little redhead and me, and I got Mark with me, and so we're like, yeah, they're with us.
Yeah. See, I needed Drag's help because Drag can handle himself better than I can. I can only fight if he threatens my daughter, but myself, I just get beat up. I wanted to walk up to the dude and be like, what? Yeah, that's right. I'm going in. Deal with it. He didn't want to play along. He was like, but I guess that's why he is who he is, because he doesn't.
Oh my goodness! So it's just like, yeah, he's with us. I know. He's got dreadlocks and everything. It's with the redheaded white girl going upstairs.
That's right. That's right. You let me in.
You let me in. I'm with her. With the white people.
And I kept saying it would be so great if that guy just hated me and he had to let me in. I was like, let's see if I can make him hate me. You do that on your own.
It's awesome. I was like, I got him into a sky bar. I'm so proud right now.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a troll sometimes, even in real life.
Oh my goodness.
It's the face of a nice guy.
Oh goodness. So this is what happens when we go to NOLA. Oh my goodness. I've known Monty since 2011. It's like 8 years.
Since Kevin Smith was too fat to fly.
Yes.
That's how I describe our friendship.
Yes.
We met when Kevin Smith was too fat to fly because she was tweeting and we started talking back and forth and friendship formed.
Yeah.
It happens.
8 years. I guess we're forever friends now. I think. If it's more than
anywhere.
5 years, okay, good.
I already told you, when I see people talking garbage about you on the internet, I'm like, do I need to step up? Does somebody need a good trolling? And I don't. I've only done it once so far, and that was in a chat. I was like, what do you got to say about Mel? I know her.
Some people you only got to troll once and they block the crap out of you.
Oh my goodness. Well, Monty's known me 8 years, and he doesn't hate me. So if you like Monty, then it's all right.
Yes.
8 freaking years. It's been that long, man.
Yeah, but if you like Mel, you might not like our show because we're not. We won't educate you as much. So we
it's still a fun show.
Yeah, we're fun.
Yeah.
In a different way. This show's fun too.
Yeah. So do check out Hannibal and Monty. Sunday Science is going to be on my channel for a little while until they sort out what's going on with Sci Strike's channel.
Yep.
So we'll be rolling out Sunday Science for Andy on my channel for a bit. So Andy's gut is going to be hurting in the morning from laughing. Andy laughs at everything. All you gotta say a self-pounding nail, and he's done.
Why did you do that?
Mars Rover has a self-pounding nail, and then he's done.
I just met Andy tonight. Andy's a badass. This dude's awesome.
Yeah. He's gonna be on the floor in 5 minutes.
Why did you bring up the self-pounding nail?
See, it's so easy. It's just so easy. How can you not bring up the self-pounding nail? It was on his own show, Sunday Science, talking about the Mars rover. It has a self-pounding nail. You're just like, what else is it? Self-pounding. It gets a job done, you know? And then he's just like, dead. Oh my goodness.
And you know, fun fact, this is scientific. All humans are self-pounding.
Yes, they are.
Just so you know.
We are self-pounding.
Yes. Science.
Science for the win.
Yes, see, even Mel knew that.
Yeah.
See, she confirmed it. I'm right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're all
I always go to you when I say something scientific and I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm like, you should watch old shit shows where me and Hannibal get into random debates. I'm like, I think you're wrong. Let's ask Mel.
Oh my goodness. So, Heaven's pranked tens. I'm a carpenter and that is funny. You know, wouldn't you like to have your nails self-pounded for you if you're a carpenter?
That's true.
Oh my god. Oh, so.
We might empty seat in a second.
Oh goodness, you know. Andy's gonna end up on the floor just like rolling back and forth, and we're like, I have to take the camera and like move it. So he's on the floor, guys. He's gotten that far.
This is spirited science. When you bring alcohol into a stream, this is what happens.
Well, you know,
you bring alcohol in me, at least.
Well, you know, if you're curious on how
alcohol
to make
and fun people, you
Yes.
wind up with a lot of laughs.
Oh my goodness. So if you're curious on how to make the cocktail, it's coconut rum liqueur, pineapple juice, and then you take like orange liqueur, and then you take cranberry juice, and then you top it off with bitters, and it sprinkles down, and it forms a layered drink. So it's
bitters.
best to put ice in it, so you can have your layers, and it looks kind of cool. And then it just kind of slowly blends, because that's how density works in specific gravity. See, I can't take them anywhere.
Hey, look. Anybody watching still, thumbs up this video. She'll know how awesome it is to have two dudes just randomly laughing.
Oh, good.
While she's trying to do science.
Oh, goodness.
Give it a thumbs up right now.
I'm pretty certain I'm going to eat up all my data running this off my phone. You have reached the maximum limit of your data plan. Like, this is what I do for science, guys. I'm going to have like 2G for like a month. It's like, I'm sorry, you can't have our 4G network now. You have to use all 10 gigabytes of your data. So.
They're just going to mail you one of those old school Nokia flip phones that all
Yes.
you can do is play Snake on and be like, this is what you get for the next month.
Yes, use this.
You're not allowed to use an iPhone
man.
for a month.
So we've got somebody, I'm a novice when it comes to science. Where do I go for info? You can go to my website, ScientistMel.com. I put all of my different my slides associated with my shows. For Spirited Science, I will be posting a separate thing just for that, where you can go and get more info. Everybody's leaving. So,
I'm not leaving, I'm making another beverage.
Okay.
It starts with coconut milk.
yeah. Where you can go and you can check out everything. I stream live every Saturday morning, usually 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, with the Science of, where you, the viewer, pick out what it is that I talk about. And then I put the show together.
Pineapple juice?
Pineapple juice, yes. I can shoot a bird off of a tree branch nude. Thanks, Peter North. What in the world? Anything like self-tightening nuts. Are there self-tightening nuts, Andy? He would know. He's an engineer.
I'm going to pretend I did not hear that because I already had like a 6-minute ad workout.
Self-tightening nuts. Are they a thing or not, Mr. Andy the engineer?
No, but there are self-locking nuts that...
They're self-locking nuts. There are self-locking nuts. So we have self-locking nuts. We have self-pounding nails. And Monty is currently indisposed in the water closet, as they would say in the UK. He's in the water closet. The WC. Rosanna, Dana. I kind of have her hair, don't I? It's the hair that gives it away every time. So, go try the cocktails at Sazerac Bar. They are great. Ooh, Sazerac. Okay, thank you. Maybe we'll go swing by there after this. That might be cool.
We got to crash a wedding first.
We do have to crash a wedding.
I mean, they're crashing your show, so it's kind of a...
They're entirely rude.
They really are.
To pick this day.
I mean, good grief. How are you going to go and pick a Saturday to get married when we're live streaming?
It's like freaking Saturday. Don't they know about my show? God.
Everybody knows you should get married on a Wednesday so that everyone gets to call into work for a day.
You know, if you get married on a Wednesday, it depends on where you are. If you're in the South, people are at church anyway, so it works out if it's on a Wednesday. Especially if you're Protestant.
Well, if you're Protestant, aren't you just like at church? And
you're at church on Wednesday, yeah.
Like every morning?
Yeah.
Do Protestants go to church every day? Is that where we are?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about Protestants.
Yeah,
I was a Jehovah's Witness. We went 3 times a week.
Oh my goodness, there were Jehovah's Witnesses out there across from Jackson Square today. Oh guys, yes. I didn't bury the baby in the cake yet.
Oh. Do they know how king cakes work? Like what the purpose of the baby is?
Okay, so we got king cake here, guys. So Monty, why don't you tell them?
So with king cake, I can't get into the history, but how it works I can't because I don't know it. But with king cakes, what happens is you hide the baby in the cake. Normally, they used to come with the baby baked in, but like choking hazard and like we're...
people are no fun.
Yeah.
You want some king cake? Here
so now when you buy the cake, you have to hide the baby. So basically, what'll happen is you hide the baby.
So wrong.
Yeah. You hide the baby in the cake, and you bring it to a function or something, or a party. Everybody eats king cake. The person that gets the baby, you get this little plastic baby, and you have to buy the next king cake.
Okay, but why is it a baby?
I forgot the reason why it's a baby.
Is that supposed to be a Jesus thing?
I don't think it is. If Tish was still in the chat, she'd know. But I don't remember the history. I learned it once, but it fell out.
Okay.
That was good, at least.
Because I'm not a fan of random traditions, but I do like this tradition. So,
king cake, this is really yummy.
This is really good.
Yeah, Ross's does a good job. And there are better king cakes than this. This is not the best king cake you can get in New Orleans.
Well, I need to know where
these
that
are good.
is. What's the best king cake in New Orleans?
My favorite is a place called High Dough Bakery.
High Dough Bakery.
Yeah, they make the best. And
that sounds like somewhere a stoner would go.
It does.
High Dough Bakery, guys.
We just had one from Dong Phuong. That's really good.
Dong Phuong. Is it next to a hardware store with self-pounding nuts? Nails? I got that. I messed up my own joke.
No, it's even better to be a self-pounded nut.
I'm supposed to hear and eat king cake.
That is a really good king cake, though.
It really is.
It's
pretty
tasty.
Nice. Here.
Yeah.
Y'all want some more?
Sure.
Okay. Here.
Welcome to New Orleans. You see what happens?
Yeah.
It's not all my fault this time. That's great. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just going to lick my fingers.
Normally it's me the one that's scientifically illiterate.
Man, I got sugar fingers.
I own it because I'm not on the internet telling people what science is.
That's okay. That's what I do, so it's all right.
Exactly. And I shouldn't, or I'd be another idiot that has to get destroyed.
Oh my God.
You are the scientist in the room.
Mm-hmm.
The Google says finding the baby is also good luck and prosperity to the finder.
We don't talk about that. It's all about who has to buy the next one.
Well, I mean, that would be prosperity.
Yeah. Because we like to eat here, so
Yes.
you got the baby, you bring the king cake.
Oh
next
my
time.
God, boudin sausage.
Mm.
Yep.
Boudin sausage is amazing.
Boudin's amazing.
Today was my first introduction to boudin.
Boudin.
It is not something you can get in Colorado, to my knowledge.
Nope.
So if I can't find it, I'm gonna have to learn how to make it.
Oh gosh, it's like rice, maybe a little bit of cornmeal, and some pork, and some spices.
Well, boudin
delicious.
was originally, they called it blood sausage because that's what it was made with, the blood of the pig or whatever animal you're making it with. But now you can't have all that blood in there. So.
But see, they have black pudding in the UK, which is made from blood.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So I have to say,
Did not know
man, I love me some boudin sausage. I'll be eating on that
was
all
delicious.
freaking day.
Yeah, boudin's really good. Boudin, gumbo, jambalaya. I can tell you where to get all the good versions of all that. Gumbo, you got to give me advance warning. My mom makes the best. So.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I don't eat gumbo anywhere else.
Light roe, dark roe.
Dark.
Nice.
Super dark.
I can make dark roe. Every time I try and
Roux.
get to dark roux, every time I try and make dark roux, I fucking scorch it. And I freaking scorch it, and it
Sorry,
turns into
I'm gonna
garbage.
say it again.
He said frickin' the second time.
I said frickin' the second time.
You said freaking. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not what I heard. So it's all right. My
I always wind up
brain
burning it when I
alternates to
try
the
and-
bad word.
I don't know why. I can't get it there.
See, that's why we should have done this stream at my place. I thought about suggesting my place. I would have given you a roux lesson.
I could have gone for that.
Yeah, there you go. I know how to make a roux. And look, as my nephews say on Facebook all the time, I be cooking. So
Nice.
I be cooking.
Love cooking. I cannot drink any more of these. You can't taste the alcohol at all, but there's a decent amount in there.
yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna have another one. I Ubered here.
And we got a wedding to crash, guys.
We did have a wedding to
We were
crash.
just like going, woo! We just got in from out of town. I'm sorry, we were late.
Yes.
It only took me like 5 states and 4 cities to get here.
See, if y'all had told me beforehand, I would have crept in and gotten some information. We could have crashed it and said, "Oh, we're here for Emily and John's wedding. We met them in Oklahoma back,
Right.
wherever they're from. You fill in the proper information, they all accept you. And then if you're fun enough,
Right.
which we all are,
You get their
Yeah,
names
yeah.
right, and you make sure that you don't interact with them directly.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at a certain point, you can interact with them once you
yeah.
show that you're fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is a thing that happened to me once. I used to have parties at a house that I used to live in. I rented at. Apparently, DJ Paul from 666 Mafia crashed one of my parties. I didn't know. I didn't know who he was because I was a stupid white girl.
You were chilling with the 3-6? Damn.
And so, but see, I lived in a really bad part of town for a while, like 2 doors down from a crack house. I think he was picking up some drugs or something. I don't know. I'm not certain. But I used to be a DJ, and so I'm like bumping in my house,
DJ
doing a
Magnum
birthday,
in the house.
Yeah. So I was having this party for a friend of mine. It's like her birthday, and I'm like bumping stuff, And he shows up, and there's like one other black guy in the entire party. And he shows, and I'm like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm with that guy." I'm like, "Okay." And then he just walked in, just sitting, chilling on my couch, and somebody watched and was like, "That's DJ Paul from 666 Mafia." And I went, "Okay." Apparently, it's a thing.
It is.
People crash parties and stuff, so it's kind of weird. So I've hung with DJ Paul, and I didn't know who the hell he was. I also met Isaac Hayes, and I didn't know who he was either. He must have thought I was precious. It's just like I fitted him for a tuxedo. So I got his name and his address.
And
I
you're
didn't.
fitting him for a tux.
Yeah, I was 19. He walked in and he's just like, hi.
I have to ask, what color was the tux?
It was purple.
That's right.
It was purple. It was like a purple houndstooth.
That works.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, and so I was like 19 working at this formal wear store, and he walked in and he's just like, hey, hello. And I'm like, well, hi. And he goes, I'm getting this Lifetime Achievement Award from something or other. And I'm like, oh, okay, how nice for you. And so it's like, I need a tuxedo. I'm like, okay. And so I'm measuring him. And I'm like, I'm going to need your driver's license and your address. And so I had his driver's license, his address, and his phone number. Just filling it right out and everything.
Holy cow.
He picks out like this purple houndstooth type of tux. And I'm like, okay, here you go. And so he leaves. And I'm like, okay, have a nice day. We'll call you when it's ready. And then my boss comes in and he goes, Isaac Hayes came in and got a tux. I'm like, yeah. He's just apparently he like got an award or something for, achievement, lifetime something. It's like a music award or whatever. It's like, that's Isaac Hayes. And I'm like, yeah. It's like, it's Isaac Hayes. I'm like, who the heck is Isaac Hayes? Like, Shaft.
Somebody said, who the heck is Isaac Hayes? Or was that
No,
you?
that was me. I was like,
oh, wow.
I'm like, who the heck is Isaac Hayes? He said, Shaft. And I went,
yep, you damn right.
Oh, shut your mouth. And he's like, yes, that guy. I went, oh my gosh, he must have thought I was stupid.
Or it was refreshing for him. Because I think sometimes people like to not be recognized.
Yeah, he's dead now. I'm sorry, it's sad to say. But he's a very small man. He's actually a very small man. You wouldn't expect so. He's probably
Doesn't have to slip, Brian. There. Now I'm Jordy. I'm just
there you go.
The white version.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
It's not going to slip off of my head. I've been wearing my headphones like this for a long time.
Yeah, but you're not wearing them like backwards, like sunglasses, like that
oh, dude. What is up
Who
with
puts
the
their
douchebaggery
sunglasses in the back of their head?
I don't get that.
That's like a douchebag alert. I think that's just automatic douchebag alert.
It is. It is.
I'm like, why would you do that? So yeah, I'm. When I was 19, I was really stupid. But I think a lot of us are.
I wouldn't use the word stupid. That doesn't describe it correctly. You were still a very intelligent individual. You were still learning. Yes. There was more information to have learned to be learned. Yes. That does not mean that you are a stupid individual. A stupid individual is a person that simply cannot process more information than their current level is. You clearly being able to get multiple master's degrees means you are capable of learning a hell of a lot. So you were not stupid even at 19. You were still the same intelligent individual that you were. You just didn't know as much as you do now.
Yeah, well, that's everybody when we're 19, though, I think.
Praise Santa.
Praise Santa.
Praise Santa.
I wrote Praise Santa on the wall at a restaurant just because I know people would mix it up to Satan. They would read it wrong. I wrote Praise Santa. I did that last week.
Last week?
You're allowed to write on the walls in these restaurants. I wrote Praise Santa.
Nice.
It's... because I figure they get the T and the N mixed up in their head because your brain does that.
Yes.
It does.
See,
all hail the mighty reindeer god.
Oh my goodness. But my mom, so my mom got Motley Crue mixed up with Guns N' Roses. She actually met Motley Crue, who had come to town, and she did travel. She used to work in travel. She still works in the travel industry. But she ran into them because they needed to travel, and so she thought Motley Crue is Guns N' Roses. You can imagine how well that went over.
Wow.
So I will blame heredity for getting things wrong.
There you go.
With that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just get things wrong, so.
We were supposed to talk about the science.
I know. We devolved. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm partially responsible for that. I won't take all the credit because Andy's been egging me on.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame. We'll just blame Andy. He's in the water closet now.
Yes, the WC.
The WC, as they say
in France. Because when I went to France the first time, there were signs all over that said WC with arrows, and I'm like, where is the bathroom? Right there.
It's the WC.
Follow the WC signs.
The WC signs.
I ran to the bathroom, used it because it was an emergency. Came out and I was like, what does WC mean? So when you said water closet.
Yeah, water closet.
Water
WC.
closet.
They say that in the UK. Oh my gosh, it's 7:30.
Yes.
I'm going at this for a bit. I should probably need to wrap this up soon when Andy gets back.
Yes, Hemphill, praise Santa.
Praise Santa and his merry
Santa.
Merry elves.
Yeah.
That bring all the hard work.
Yes, Santa and his elves.
Children. So this has been an interesting return of Spirited Science. Yeah.
Oh, it kind of falls in line with the Tesla episode a little bit.
Yeah. Which you were on. You were on the Tesla episode. And we didn't talk about Elon Musk at all. Talk about Nikola and Tesla.
My ninja. There we go. Ninja. There we go.
My ninja. I can say, oh my gosh, you know how hard it is to sit in the car on road trips and rap when they have the N word, and then I feel like that's not my word, so I can't say it.
Yeah, that's what my girlfriend does. She says ninja.
I can say ninja.
Yeah, that's what she does. Yeah. Who's the man with the master plan? A ninja with a mother gun. Yeah.
Because when Country Grammar comes on, by Nelly,
or Freaky Friday with Lil Dicky. What up, my ninja?
I can say ninja. That works.
Ninja. You see?
Because I was just
it's still an M word.
Oh my gosh! But I can't rap, Monty. So.
No, but it is fun to watch you try.
We almost played your sure shot on that.
Why do you? I was like,
I couldn't get it to work.
You couldn't get it to work?
I was fighting so many things. Like, you have no idea what happens.
Oh my goodness!
It's much like what happened before this show.
Oh, okay.
I'm the one sitting there going, I can't get this stuff to work. I'm like, oh, all right. I have this working. We need to skip this. And I hate skipping this, but let's get this show started.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps happening.
Oh my goodness. That sucks.
But it'll happen soon.
Yeah.
Your Nickelback thing will play. I will make sure.
Awesome. Looks like my phone is steadily dying and we're probably acting crazy. It's like green and red and stuff. So it's inconsistent on the streaming.
Yeah.
So
it is.
It's probably time to go anyway. This has been fun. So the Pharmacy Museum.
This has been a blast.
The Pharmacy Museum, check it out. It's on Chartres. Or Charters.
Charters.
It's on Charters. But it's spelled like Chartres.
Yes.
CHARTRES.
But it's pronounced like charter cruise. Charters.
Charters. Okay. Yes. Charters.
New Orleans. We do what we want.
Yeah. I was calling it shots. Yeah, so I didn't even know. Charters. Okay, so it's Charter Street.
I thought it was Charters.
Yeah.
It just made the butt plugs that much. I mean, the main
Charter.
The rectal dilators,
Andy. Dilators.
They have rectal dilators. They're not butt plugs because this is science. It's rectal dilators. So, So I will end with the picture so you guys can see that we were actually doing important stuff.
There you go.
So here we go. There's the rectal dilators. There's the cannabis poster. I hope you like that.
Yes, Ninja Tish. Tish just popped up.
Ninja.
What up, my ninja?
Yay! And so that is The Great American Fraud. It's actually a book that's very hard to find right now. And it talks about the dangers of woo and all of these different people that peddle pseudoscience. So I bust a lot of that up in on my shows. And so I will have This Week in BS, which will be with Katie Paulson on the 24th. So that's just in 5 days, guys. There's the Pharmacy Museum. It's just $5 to get in. This is really cool stuff here. You can walk around and take a look at all of the different things that they have. And they're very, very cool about it. They give you like a notebook with all kinds of information. And they've actually got a section called poison bottles. all the different bottles you can store your poison in.
No,
you know,
poison used to be administered as an actual drug in those days. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily used as poison to kill someone.
Yeah. And there's the soda fountain machine, and then there's the descriptions associated with all of these implements of torture. The tonsil guillotine was it's just like so freaking scary. That's the third one from the top. That's the tonsil guillotine. They just cut your tonsils right off.
Open your mouth, say "ah," and get ready to have a bunch of blood.
There's the brain drill.
That's some Little Shop of Horrors type stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
Man, this is the brain drill there. Oh, thank you, Brian, for putting up, Great American Fraud. And then there's the rectal dilators. If you have a rectal dilator at home, that just means you're extra sciencey, I suppose. All right. So, it's not butt plugs, children. It's rectal dilators. That's what it's called.
When you just need to dilate a sphincter.
Maybe you're having a hard time pooping. And you need to get it out. This is the thing that happens sometimes. This is why
I
this is why they
suppose
have
it's better
enemas.
than a leech or an eel over there. Oh, we went to the aquarium too. We saw eels.
We did see eels, but I don't think anybody was using them as rectal dilators, Andy. Although they did have, and I didn't.
It will make a good rectal dilator, though.
Yeah, they get 8 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll open you up.
I'm not in the market for one, but I'm just saying, if you are, eel.
Yeah.
And then they did have an apparatus. I didn't show a picture of it where it was electroshock with sponges, and there was an advertisement for that. So do check out the Pharmacy Museum. And this has been Spirited Science, the Pharmacy Museum edition. The Pharmacist. Enjoy the drink. I have the recipe on my trailer for this episode. If you like what we do, like, share, subscribe. I have a Patreon, and I want to thank my patrons. I don't have the list with me in front of me. I usually thank them on Saturdays, but they help me keep the lights on. And I have monetization now, guys.
Woo! That means get in there and keep watching those videos.
Keep watching, man.
Keep the viewing hours up.
Keep those hours
Help a
up.
scientist out.
Look, here's my trick. I go to her 24-hour live streams, and if I don't have time to watch it, I just press play and turn it down and put my phone somewhere.
Yep.
That will be back. That will be back next week.
That's how I help a friend out.
That helps me out. I will update with new episodes, including this one, on the 24/7 live stream, to where you can drop in and out and contribute your thoughts while it's going on. So thank you guys for being here. This has been awesome. And thank you, Monty. Check out Hannibal and Monty's Shit Show.
Yes.
Definitely.
They say swear words on there.
The shit
Andy's
show
going to
is
be
a lot
on
of
soon,
fun.
because this dude's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Andy's fun. Andy has his Sunday Science, which will be streaming on my show, and he's my new co-host for Spirited Science. So we'll have, if you want to be on the show, this is an outreach program that we have to incorporate people who want to learn something. Monty learned about eugenics.
I did.
So
I drank too much to talk about what I learned without looking at it in front of me.
It's okay. It's okay. So, but that's the thing. That's the whole point of this show, is to get people engaged and involved. And if you want to appear on the show, that's fantastic. Send us a message, direct message on Twitter. You can leave me a message here, and we can coordinate, and I will give you what it is that you need to just talk about. It was not heavy reading. That wasn't heavy reading, was it?
No, it was really easy.
It's really easy.
I read it a couple times, and I was like, I'm going to get ready for this show. I'm going to be able to talk about this. Let me read. And I read, and then drinking knowledge went over there, because it was fresh.
That's
the fresh
okay.
stuff doesn't stay as long.
That's okay, but it's all right. But it's fun. And you get to learn something, and you get involved, and it's awesome. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you to my patrons. Patreon.com/ScientistMel. You can find me on Twitter. Like, share, subscribe here. I'm also on Periscope, Twitch, and Facebook. And you guys have a fantastic Saturday. Go check out everybody's channel.